Hi everyone, in previous lecture I have already discussed about the Chiron approach and the synthesis of diglyceraldehyde and S-propanediol. In this video I will be focusing on the synthesis of R and S epichlorohydrates. So first of all we have to know what are the epichlorohydrates. So the epichlorohydrin is shortly abbreviated as the ECH, is an organochlorine compound and an epoxide. Despite its name, it is not a halohydrin. It is a colorless liquid with a pungent garlic-like odor, moderately soluble in water but miscible with most polar organic solvent. It is a chiral molecule generally existing as a racemic mixture of right-handed and left-handed enantiomers. The epichlorohydrin is a highly reactive electrophilic compound and is used in the production of glycerol, plastics, epoxy glues and resins, and also the epoxy diluents and elastomers. The structure for the R and S epichlorohydrates are like this. So let's start the synthesis of R and S epichlorohydrates. This is the structure for S epichlorohydrin and this is the structure for R epichlorohydrin. The epichlorohydrin is a versatile precursor in the synthesis of many organic compounds. For example, it is converted to glycidyl nitrate and energetic binder used in explosive and propellant compositions. The epichlorohydrin is reacted with an alkali nitrate such as a sodium nitrate producing glycidyl nitrate and alkali chloride. It is used as a solvent for cellulose, resins and paints, and it has found use as an insect fumigant. Polymers made from the epichlorohydrin, for example, the polyamide epichlorohydrin resins are used in paper reinforcement and in the food industry to manufacture the tea bags, coffee filters and sauces, salami, casseins, as well as with water purification. An important biochemical application of epichlorohydrin is its use as a cross-linking agent for the production of Cepadex size exclusion chromatographic resins from the dextrans. These are the applications of the R and S epichlorohydrins. So we have to synthesize the epichlorohydrin. So let's see what are the retrosynthesis. This is the structure for epichlorohydrin. So first we do the functional group interconversion. This epichlorohydrin is converted in this molecule. Then after this converted to this aldehyde. And after various steps we got the precursor, that is the D-mannose. That means this is our target molecule, that is the epichlorohydrin. After the retrosynthetic analysis we got the precursor, that is the D-mannose. So from the D-mannose we have to synthesize the epichlorohydrin. See the reaction with the starting material D-mannose. These are the reagents. By treating these 9 reagents we got our desired product, that is the epichlorohydrin. So first reagent is NaBH4, then the acetone, lead tetraacetate, NaBH4, TSCl, aqueous H2SO4 and so on. See the mechanism. This is the structure for D-mannose. When D-mannose is reacted with NaBH4, the aldehydic group from this D-mannose is reduced to this alcohol. And after the preparation of this alcohol, we treated this molecule with the acetone for the protection of diols. We got this structure after the protection. Then after this molecule is reacted with lead tetraacetate to break this carbon-carbon bond. We got the two molecule of this aldehyde. Then it is again reacted with the NaBH4. Then this aldehyde is converted into this alcohol. And after reacting with tosyl chloride, it is activated, and we got here replace the OH group into this OTS group. Then after, this is the structure for this group. After the reaction with aqueous H2SO4, here it is a deprotection is take place, and we got two types of alcohol. This is the primary alcohol and this is a secondary alcohol. And when it is reacted with NaOMe, sodium methoxide, then there is an abstraction of this proton and removal of this OTS group. OTS is a good leaving group, therefore it can easily remove, and we got the product is like this. After this epoxide is reacted with mesetyl chloride, we got this product. That means this OH group is replaces with this OMS, and then it is reacted with aqueous HCl. The Cl negative is attacked over this, and this oxygen is abstract this proton. We got this OH. Then after, by the removal of MOH, we got our desired molecule, that is the epichlorohydrin. This is the R-epichlorohydrin. See once again. Mechanism. Here, this is the D-mannose is reacted with NaBH4 in presence of MOH. We got this alcohol. After the formation of alcohol, it can be protected by means of acetone in presence of H+. We got these protected diols, and this molecule is when reacted or oxidizes with the help of lead tetraacetate. We got this aldehyde. Then after, it again react with NaBH4 to got this type of alcohol. Then it can activated by means of TSCl. We got this OTS molecule. And it is deprotected by using the sulfuric acid. We got this type of diol. When it is reacted with this OMe negative, there is a abstraction of this proton from the secondary alcohol and the removal of this OTS group. We got this type of epoxide. When this epoxide is reacted with mesetyl chloride, this OH is converted into OMS. By the action of HCl, the Cl negative is attacked over this carbon, and this oxygen is abstract this proton. We got this molecule, and after the removal of this, we got our desired molecule, that is the R-epichlorohydrin. This is the overall synthesis for the R-epichlorohydrin. The next one is synthesis of S-epichlorohydrin. So see the reaction. The S-epichlorohydrin is also prepared with the precursor D-mannose. When it is reacted with all these reagents, we got the S-epichlorohydrin. So see the mechanism. Again, this is the D-mannose. It is reacted with NaBH4. There is a formation of mannitol. Then these two diols are protected with the help of acetone. We got this structure. After the oxidation, by using lead tetraacetate, we got two molecules of this aldehyde. When it is reacted with NaBH4, this aldehyde is converted into this alcohol. Again, it can be activated by using tosyl chloride. We get this product. Then this molecule is reacted with the H2SO4 to deprotect this acetal. We got these diols. This is the primary alcohol and this is the secondary alcohol. The structure we can write like this. After this molecule is react with the PPH3 in presence of CCl4, that is the triphenylphosphine and carbon tetrachloride. It converts the alcohol into the alkyl chloride. Therefore, when it is reacted with this triphenylphosphine and carbon tetrachloride, this OH is converted into the Cl and we got the product is like this. And after it reacts with the ethylene glycol, we got our desired molecule, that is a S-epichlorohydrin. Next, the synthesis of R and S-epichlorohydrin from the glyceraldehyde. We can also synthesize the R and S-epichlorohydrin with the starting material, the glyceraldehyde. So first, see the R-epichlorohydrin. This is the glyceraldehyde molecule. When it is reacted with acetone, there is a protection of this diol. After the protection, we react this molecule with the NaBH4. It can be reduces this aldehyde into this alcohol, and after this alcohol is react with the tosyl chloride, we got the OH replaces with this OTS. It can be write like this. Here we use the aqueous H2SO4 to deprotect this acetal, and we got this type of molecule. Here it is a formation of secondary alcohol and this is the primary alcohol. Then there is a removal of OTS group by using the OMe negative, and there is a formation of this epoxide. When it is reacted with mesetyl chloride, the OH is converted into this OMS group. Then after it is reacted with aqueous HCl, there is a removal of this MSOH and we got our desired molecule, that is the R-epichlorohydrin. This is the simple synthesis by using the D-glyceraldehyde molecule. We can also synthesize the S-epichlorohydrin by using the precursor glyceraldehyde. Again, the glyceraldehyde molecule is reacted with the acetone. There is a protection of this diol. When it is reacted with NaBH4, we got this alcohol. After it treating with tosyl chloride, there is a formation of this OTS molecule. When it is reacted with aqueous H2SO4, there is a deprotection and we got this molecule. When it is reacted with triphenylphosphine and carbon tetrachloride, we got this alkyl chloride. That means these triphenylphosphine and carbon tetrachloride, or it can be, we can say this is the Apple reaction. In this Apple reaction, the OH is replaced with this chloride. reaction with the ethylene glycol, we got the S-epichlorohydrin. This is again the simple mechanism by using the D-glyceraldehyde. I hope you understand. Thank you for watching.